Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about holiday purchases that I'm not allowed to make, or more accurately, holiday purchases that I'm not interested in making. So last year I did the video holiday purchases that I'm not allowed to make. Do buy not that. If you are the in crowd, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, I did the video and the basic premise of it was to talk about holiday releases, holiday makeup and beauty releases that I would typically purchase. Like historically, they are things that I can't resist buying, and talk about like why I shouldn't buy them. And some things that I talked about were things like mini lipstick sets, mini skincare packs, buying excessive amounts of items from single collections, stuff like that. And I think I did pretty well. Now, when I was sitting down to think about, okay, what do I want to talk about in this video? What are the things that I'm going to mention? I realized two things. One, everything that I talked about in last year's video still stands this year. Mini lipstick sets. Don't fucking buy them. Last year I showed you guys, oh well, they're actually up here now. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. My little NARS holiday lipstick sets, and there's also, there's a MAC one. I actually have no idea. I cleaned this up. I got rid of everything, which I'm loving. I didn't get rid of it, but I put shit somewhere. Anyway, I had like heaps of mini lipsticks. They're coming out my fucking asshole over there. I also showed you this, which is pretty much exactly the same as last year, except some more have been added to it, and I've not used any of them. None. It's ridiculous. So mini lipstick packs, I'm not buying it. I can't buy them. I was having a look online, or have been, you know, for quite a while, through a good chunk of September all through October, looking online at holiday releases, what catches my eye, because I'm not opposed to actually buying something from a holiday collection. I'm just trying to not buy excessive amounts of shit that I won't use. And I realize that there's not really a single lipstick mini pack or liquid lipstick or lip gloss or anything like that that entices me. I don't want it and I don't need it, but I think the most important part was the fact that I don't want it. I literally don't want them. I don't want to buy them. I don't even want them as gifts. I don't want it. I don't want it. Another thing that I definitely don't need, and this is a very common thing that you will see in holiday releases, mini skincare packs. So, full transparency, I have purchased one, and that was because it hit the mark 100% with the pack. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll see it in my monthly monitoring my beauty purchases video, and also you'll see it when I recap this video. So when it comes to like sort of mini skincare packs or skincare like value packs and stuff like that, again, I'm not opposed to them. If there is something from a brand that contains all products that I'm interested in, then I'm down for it. And like I said, I've already made a purchase. But one thing that came to mind was Huda Beauty. It was a pack that I saw. It had her new moisturizer in it, her face oil, and it had her weird balling up exfoliating thing. Now, I was tempted because I really want to try her moisturizer. I don't really give a shit about her face oil. To me, a lot of face oils, like, it's a face oil. Some definitely are better than others, but do I have that confidence in Wishful Skin or Huda's skincare brand? No, I don't. So the oil wasn't really swaying me. However, if the third item, the weird like balling up Korean exfoliator, wasn't that, and it was something else that I wanted to try from her brand, I probably would have purchased the pack. But I sat there and I thought about it, and I thought about that, like, the exfoliator is like a gel exfoliator. You put it on clean, dry skin and it balls up, and it's supposed to exfoliate your face. Now, the process of like the chemical reaction that's happening on your skin when you use one of those exfoliators is not actually skin exfoliating. It is an ingredient reacting to the oils in your skin, which then causes it to solidify, essentially. So you're just basically like exfoliating your face with these soft little bits of I don't know, it feels like if you ever get paper wet and you like put friction on it and it balls up, it's like that. I don't want that product from Huda. I have had them. I never finish them. I don't care for them. I don't find them super effective. So I looked at that pack from Huda and I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm not going to do it. I don't need that shit. I don't need it. And that's something that I've noticed with a lot of holiday packs this year. When it comes to skincare, there are some that I'm like, oh, there's a product in there that I want to try, and I would prefer to try it in a mini, so I'm not committing half of my fucking life to a full size that I might not like. But it's often accompanied by other products that I'm just not interested in. So a lot of them, the fact that it contains something that I'm not interested in makes me feel not interested in the pack at all. And another reason why I really should not buy skincare packs excessively is because I have a shitload of skincare. I have an absolute shitload, and this year I have tried to like clean stuff out. I've been trying to, use stuff up on my body rather than just on my face, and I'm slowly getting through it, and that's great, but I still have way more than I need. Way more. I would really like to get to a point where I'm actually running out of moisturizers. So I can go to a shop and I can be like, I'm going to pick up blah moisturizer that I've wanted to try for years, but I can't justify it because I have too many fucking moisturizers. So that's kind of where I'm trying to get at with my skincare products, to a point where I can justifiably buy something because I actually need it. Like, I don't have any, so I should go and buy one and enjoy that experience. That's where I would like to get to, a point where I can actually buy something because I need it, because I don't have one of those items. I would love to be able to go to the shops and buy something without having pangs of guilt because I know that I've already got a fuckload of that shit and I didn't actually need to buy it. Let's talk about holiday collections from specific brands that I usually get swept up in. One that comes to mind, and I've got some examples here, are from NARS. So this is the NARS Ceremoon Lip Coffret. You can see, like, the packaging is amazing. It's a piece of art in itself, like you've got your Perspex, I think it's Perspex, with the like lip design on the back. It's awesome. Inside you've got mini lipsticks. Mini lipsticks. And then there was also, I think this was it Man Ray? Can you hear those birds? Bloody hell, they're annoying. Anyway, I got two of these because the packaging was gorgeous. Now, here's the thing about NARS. Usually they release something that tickles my fancy. Sometimes they release a lot of things that tickle my fancy. I usually buy like an eyeshadow palette because they have a nice color story that I enjoy, and they have gorgeous limited edition packaging that's quite artsy, as you've seen, and I want to own a piece of that. Sometimes it'll be like an eyeshadow palette, a cheek palette, lipstick coffrets. I mean, I've got two of these. They released two different ones. Sometimes there's a lot of stuff that they release from a single collection and I can't choose, so I just buy it all. I don't want to do that. And last year I didn't do that. I was very good. But this year, I don't think there's any risk of that even happening. having a look at NARS's holiday collection for 2020, I am like, there's nothing there that I'm even remotely interested in. Typically, I would buy something. I buy something every year. For me, it's almost like it's part of the holiday season. It's one of those small things that makes the holiday season for me. But it won't be happening this year because I just don't want any of it. Too Faced is another one. They always have something dicky and cute that I want to buy. And look, to be fair, this year, yeah, there's probably some risk of me wanting to buy something. I think they have, is it salted caramel palette or something like that? It's a little palette. They also have a cinnamon bear palette, which if it didn't have that dicky blush in it, oh, I'd be tempted. God knows I don't need any more red eyeshadows, but you know, like, it's little and it's a color story that's ticking a box for me. So, you know, maybe, but I don't need it. I'd really like to avoid buying eyeshadow palettes this holiday season if I can. They've also decided to bring back their melted matte mini lipstick pack. And it wasn't last year that they brought it out, but I believe the year before. And look, I loved the one that I got in the previous year, or yeah, not last year, I think it was the year before. But I don't think I'm going to buy it this year. I want it. I do want it, but I can't wear matte liquid lipsticks. I mean, I struggle to wear normal cream lipsticks, to be honest. My lips are very dry and they suck the moisture out of anything that goes on them. And if there's no moisture in the product that's going on them, my lips turn into prunes and it's uncomfortable. I don't like the way it looks. Right now I'm wearing actually a fairly high shine cream lipstick. I've had it on for probably half an hour and it almost looks like a matte lipstick at this point. So I feel like my body has changed and now it limits what I can realistically use. And although I want to buy the Too Faced liquid lipstick pack, I know I probably won't be able to use it, which is a shame. And even when you pair like a liquid lipstick with a gloss or a balm, it's never the same. You know, the formula is designed to essentially be like paint on your lips, dry down and set. And I just find that, you know, mixing it with a gloss or something is kind of gross. So yeah, that's kind of a shame. That's something I would like to buy, but I know that I won't use it. I might put one on for a little while, but I'm gonna have to take it off probably within like half an hour because I'll be uncomfortable and it's just a waste. Let's talk about another collection that just does not interest me. Completely lost interest. This would be the MAC Frosted Fireworks collection, I think it's called. Typically, I would buy something from the MAC collection. I usually go for their like single eyeshadows because they're special. And this year they do have a red one, but I don't want it. I don't want any of their holiday collection, to be honest. Like their packaging is nice enough and some of their highlighters look nice, but I don't need that shit. And something else that's difficult about it is their collections look the same every single year. So if I don't buy something this year, there's probably going to be something next year that's fairly similar. So I just don't, there's nothing driving me to actually make the purchase and make it quickly and get it and, you know, not want to miss out on what is a limited edition collection because next year they just bring out something similar. So why bother? And another collection very similar to that, however, I did buy something from it, Hourglass. Usually I'm looking for something from the Hourglass collection. And I bought their Confession Ultra Slim Lipstick Duo for like this holiday season. And then they have the palettes, but again, the palettes, like, it doesn't matter if I don't buy it this year, because they'll bring it out next year, and the year after, and the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, because that's what they do. They are just a little wheel that goes around and around and around each year, and they don't really do much different. It's all very much the same. And the last thing that I want to talk about are beauty advent calendars. So typically every year I get a beauty advent calendar. Some years I get more than one. And you know, it's tradition for me. I've had advent calendars ever since I was a little kid, and I was old enough to understand the concept of opening an advent calendar every day. Not beauty advent calendars, obviously. Sometimes they were like chocolates, or sometimes they were just the ones that you open up. It's got a little picture inside and it sort of tells a story throughout the lead up to Christmas. And having an advent calendar is very much a like traditional part of the holiday season for me. And I realized that I did not want to buy a beauty advent calendar. The thought of like bringing in 24 to 25 new beauty products into my life, even if they're just little sample ones, I was like, no, I can't do this. No, 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 no. My goal this year was to use pretty much all of my samples so that I would be able to like happily purchase one and not feel stressed about opening an advent calendar. But it didn't happen. It just didn't work out that way. And the idea of buying one just kind of like, oh, I didn't like it. I did not like the way it made me feel. So I decided that I'm not going to buy a beauty advent calendar this year. Shock horror. Who am I? Yes, I've changed a lot. But what I am going to do is actually DIY one. And I'm going to do something with that. So I will, I'll actually have a video about that up in November, so you guys can see that. Yeah, if you are interested. But yeah, I've got to the point where it's almost November and I have not purchased a beauty advent calendar, and I'm not going to. I purchased two lolly one. No, I purchased one lolly one and I purchased a Harry Potter one. The Harry Potter one I'm really excited to open up. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave that there. I will update this video. I'll come back and I'll let you guys know what I purchased and why, and we can have a talk about like, you know, the holiday shopping vibes that I had throughout November and December. I probably won't update it until January though, because in Australia, and some of you, if you watched last year's video, you will know this, you'll remember me saying it, we have holiday sales that pretty much go all the way into January, and a lot of those things that are on sale, especially after Christmas Day, are holiday releases. Now, you know, if the price is right for something that I was umming and ahhing about, then maybe I will buy it, you know, never say never. So we'll hold off until probably early January, and I'll come back and I'll let you guys know what I purchased. But if you just cannot wait, don't forget you can watch my monthly monitoring my beauty purchases. I will talk about everything that I buy in those videos, so you will be able to see any beauty related purchases that I made. Let me know how you guys are feeling about holiday purchases. Are you like excited and gung-ho and you're gonna get all of the goodies that you want, or are you a bit like, no, controlled purchasing, I enjoy that much more? I know there are also, you know, you've got to think about the people this year who are like, well, I don't want to buy makeup because I can't wear it because I've got to wear a mask because of coronavirus. I've had a few people ask me if like my vibes for not being that interested in makeup at the moment is because of coronavirus and having to wear a mask. And the actual wearing of the makeup, yes, but the purchasing, no. This has been happening for a long time. It's been building for a very long time, and it's just getting I'm just sort of solidifying myself in it, I suppose, getting a bit more resolute on the fact that I don't need it and I should not buy it. Anyway, guys, like I said, let me know how you're feeling, and I will see ya in the next one. Bye.